Dr. Wimberly, one of the questions that your survey sought to answer was some articulation by the young people in their own words why they did not feel connected to church or were not in church. Can you give us a summary of what they told you in response to that question?
I certainly will. I'd almost like to go back to 1941 when there was a study of over 2,000 young people in several southern counties on their attitudes toward church. Now, mind you, these young people were in church. They were affiliated with church. And so it's interesting to note that the question was asked of them, what's wrong? What are your attitudes toward church? And they mentioned that the sermons didn't always meet their needs. Church was boring. It didn't do for them what they thought it ought to be doing. It was too heaven directed, and the pastors didn't always do what they said for the youth to do. And that was in 1941. But now we're looking at 2015, and some of our young people are saying the exact same things, which raises a question, have we done anything differently? Mm-hmm. But of course they go on to say that the churches today are not listening to them. There's a miscommunication that figures into their disconnection. They want the churches to hear their cries for dealing with the issues that they face every day, from family issues to school issues to drugs and addiction to crime to racism. They just went on and named the whole panoply of things that they face every single day of their lives in their communities. And it seems that the church doesn't hear them or doesn't look out for them, doesn't come where they are, much less responding for them with real answers that must be given in order for them to say, okay, the church is going to address me and therefore I'll come. And if they're not, I'll just stay where I am.